Hey guys, and welcome to a new loot video. This is 50 Araxxor or Araxxi. I don't really care like how it is named. I guess it would technically be Araxxi because Araxxi is the one that drops it, or I mean drops the items. But you know, Araxxor is the one that you fight for the most of the fight. So either one could be the right one to say. But I'm gonna pick Araxxor for this one. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. Let's go into the loot video type of stuff. So here we go. So yeah, Araxxor, I got my first kill on, I believe it was a few days after the release. It was either like the day of release or a few days after. All I know is I did get a kill on my first try, which was pretty awesome, to be completely honest, because I, like, honestly am not that good of a PVMer in my own right. Like, I even died on KBD a few times, so yeah, that just shows how good I am. So I was pretty surprised that I did get a kill my first time, but throughout the 50 kills, I did only die, I believe, 7 times. So 57 attempts, I got 50 kills, and I think that's actually pretty good, to be honest, for like Araxxor. And I know there's probably people in the comments who will be like, oh, you died 7 times. Well, the thing is, you know, I don't really mind. I mean, 7 times isn't that much, but, you know, I did get kind of mad after I died, obviously, because it is a waste of like 10-15 minutes of your time, and it's so much attention, and if you die, it's just like, oh, why? But, you know, you get my point. So, yeah, overall, like, Araxxor wasn't that bad, honestly. Like, it did take a long time. It took 12 hours, and that's what you can, like, find out the hourly rate and stuff. The reason why it took me, like, 1.5 months to actually finish this from the start, because I did start it early in August, and then, you know, now I'm finished. The reason is because I took so many breaks from RuneScape in between, and just breaks from Araxxor in general, because I didn't like it all the time, and doing it too much is, you know, annoying, because it's very, very repetitive after a while, and the fight is so long that it's hard to, like, get enough motivation to even go and get a kill. But yeah, I'm glad that I finished it, because now let's talk about the rare drops, and honestly, I did not get that lucky, like, compared to let's say a friend, I mean, like Eraser Gaming. He got so many leg pieces so early on, there was no way I could match that, and I only did get 1 leg piece, which I got on kill number 47, so I did go like 47 dry in the beginning. Actually, a little bit more than that, because to tell you the truth, I did have 9 kills before this loot video. I did 9 Araxxor going for 50, and what I did was I really needed money, and I was like, screw Araxxor. That was at the point where I died like twice in a row, and I'm like, I was really mad, so I sold all my loot, and then I eventually like thought I should just, you know, finish the loot video, but it was too late. I didn't have my loot anymore, so I had to get rid of those drops. I mean, I had to get rid of those kills because I already sold the loot, so I just restarted again. So total, I have 59 kills on this account, and but in this loot video, I did 50, obviously. And I did get the leg on the 47th kill, like I said. So I did go dry for 56 kills if you include the 9. So I guess that's actually pretty, like, very unlucky, you could say. Because I think 1 leg piece is like 1 in 32. And other than that, I didn't get anything. But as for any other drops, I guess you could say, that are rarish or, you know, good money, I did get 4 double Onyx drops, which I guess aren't the rarest thing in the world, but it is good money. It's like 2 mil for a drop, and I did enjoy getting them. But yeah, other than that, I mean, nothing special happened here, I guess, at Araxxor. I did get a lot of Triskelions. I got 5 of them. But yeah, that's basically my story for 50 Araxxor in terms of loot. As for how to kill Araxxor, I'm not going to explain it in this video. It's way too in-depth, and, you know, I just don't want to, like, spend 8 hours talking about Araxxor and how to kill it. So if you guys tell me in the comments that you do want a guide, I will try to make a guide eventually. But as for this video, it's just going to be, you know, the loot and stuff. But yeah, I think I covered most, if not all, the things I wanted to talk about in terms of Araxxor. So I think we can go into the loot part of the video, showing the price check and whatnot. So I'll meet you guys there. So here is the tab for the 50 Araxxor or Araxxi, whatever. It really doesn't matter. But as you can see in the drops, let's just zoom in on it. As for the rare drops, look at the bottom. I got 3 Serenic Scales. I got 1 leg that I talked about in the earlier clips. Yeah, I did get it on kill number 47, so I did go like 47 dry, so it was kind of like painstaking, like, am I going to get a leg or not? But, and look at the Onyxes, I have 8 of them, so that means I got 4 double drops, so that means, yeah, you know, that's pretty good. That's like 1 mil per Onyx, that's like 8 mil. I don't know if they're like med price, they're probably lower because they're not worth that much right now, but either way, as for the charms, it's not too horrible. I mean, in 12 hours, that is actually very bad, but if you're going to do Araxxor for money, I guess they will add up, like, eventually. Or, I mean, over time, I guess. But as for the other drops, I mean, the herbs and other various items, I guess, like, you know, add up. So enough waiting. Let's price check and see what this final tab is worth. So all the items add up to a good 29.9 mil. So let's just say 30 mil. But another thing is these supplies and stuff, like they give you some of it back. And I did use a lot of supplies, honestly. I'm not really like remembering how much I actually used, but it's probably around 4 to 5 mil in actual supplies throughout the 50 kills. And that, you know, it's just, I guess that's a lot, but it's not too much compared to how much I made, because, you know, 30 mil, but you also have to consider the fact that I do have one leg piece, and the full leg I think is like 250 something mil. I don't really know the exact price, but it's still well over 200 mil, I believe. So like getting one of these legs is 70 mil, I guess. Like technically I can't sell it obviously because I don't have the full leg, but you could basically say this loot video is 100 mil. When I actually do my 1 year of loot videos again, I don't know if I'm going to put this as 30 or 100. It really depends. But in the comments, just tell me if you think this loot video is worth 30 or 100. In my opinion, I would say it's 100, even though I actually don't get 100 right away. But I do have a 70 mil item in my bank whenever I finish Araxxor. You know, it's technically worth 70 mil. But yeah, in 12 hours, just the regular drops and, you know, some of the rare items like the onyxes and stuff. 30 mil in 12 hours. That isn't too bad, I guess. I mean, there's better bosses out there, so you do really have to hope for a leg or like an eye or something, which I obviously didn't get any of the eyes or whatever, so that was kind of weird. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy about the loot in this loot video. So let's go sell everything, and I'll meet you guys when I'm done. Alright, so I finished selling everything, and I did end up with 29.9 mil. So yeah, everything sold pretty decently, and a lot of the items actually did sell lower than the med price, but the reason why I did stick with the like exact value of the price check is because like the water talismans and like Addy ore is extremely high right now because of the double XP weekend coming up in November. So yeah, that's just how that worked, and I still have the leg, and I do have the overloads that I also got from Araxxor. If you didn't know, she does drop like overload flasks for you sometimes if you do have the Herblo requirement. So I guess like you get most of your overloads back. I mean, well, not most. It's actually a little amount, but I mean it's some sort of compensation back. And I guess you could consider that is roughly, I don't know how much an overload flask is right now, maybe like 120k. So you could say that's 720k right there, or something like that. And then the leg is 70 mil, and you know, I got 30 mil. So I guess this is a roughly 100 mil loot video, you could say. But I just want you guys to tell me if I should put it as a 30 mil or 100 mil for my 1 year. I don't really know what you guys think it should be. But yep, that was my Araxxor loot video. It took a long time to make. Random burst of motivation to do Araxxor. It wasn't really one sitting at all. I started this actually like a month and a half ago, but I finally finished it, so I'm really happy, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video overall. I did enjoy doing Araxxor for the most part. Some of the times I did die and it was kind of annoying, but for the most part I did enjoy it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.